Hello and welcome back to more Orcs Must Die action with the Bastard and Chris Coreline.
Hello.
Hello, Chris. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And what wonderful random traps will you be bringing to the yard tonight for us?
I am bringing all of the orc-related pain milkshake in the form of the blunderbuss, upgraded with stun as usual. The Bernie floor ouch, upgraded with reset faster. Brimstone, yes. Thank you. 3 boom barrel dispenser, one of my favorites. I love explosions. I have also the steam, which is a lovely combo trap, but pretty useless in this scenario. Spike wall, always a classic, and the defense trinket. Thanks, I suppose. D10.
Yeah, it's not ideal. What you could do, which might be interesting, is put some steam traps there and put a spike wall there, and that would actually pitch them probably back off the edge. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm just going to set that up. I'm just going to set that up as my first spend, just because it sounds like it would be hilarious if it pays off.
And that's room for other things, isn't it? I think. Yeah, easily. Okay. What I've got is the semi-wonderful stone staff with increased AoE damage. Pwaha. I have the teleportation ring, which I don't think I've ever used before. Which basically, with the left click, you place a teleport marker, and then with the right click, you teleport there for some mana, or the other way around, one or the other. Either way, nah, I'm not that bothered by it. You can navigate the map so quickly that it's not really a massive concern. I have the ice vent with longer freeze. I have the web spinner with weaken, so like extra damage for bad guys in webs. I have the decoy with respawn, and I have the paladin with stun, which isn't a thoroughly awful selection, but isn't wonderful either. So yeah. So let's do this thing.
This is a really cool kill box. I've not actually seen. We've never done anything like this in normal mode.
It's not too bad. Let's kill some orcs.
I think not too bad's a bit strong. It's pretty terrible.
Yeah, it's not absolutely worthless, and that's the best thing you can say about anything
that we do.
Yeah. Or just anything. I think. Yeah. Grim. So, Chris, what do you think of the thorny topic of Scottish independence? Let's turn this into a...
it doesn't crap.
Let's turn this into a show that is equal parts killing people, apparently for the colour of their skin, and political commentary, deep political commentary from people who are not really directly affected by the immediate outcomes of the Scottish referendum.
I would argue that I am directly affected by the outcome of Scottish independence.
But you don't even live in Britain, Chris.
No, but I do live in Gaelic nation, and seeing another one of those released from the thrall of 800 years of British imperialism is nothing but good news.
I think you'll find that Scotland's had distinctly less than 800 years of British imperialism. And indeed everyone has, being as British imperialism didn't exist as a concept until about 300 years ago.
I hate you and everything you stand for.
Yay! Where are they coming up from? Oh god, the other side.
Oh, there's been a critical problem. We spent all our time crafting immaculate things on this side that we're about to get in trouble.
Yeah, I think we'll be right.
It is only level 1 squishy, but we must remember this for hardcore mode.
I'll kill the flyers. Yeah, don't get bombed by them if you can help it.
Well,
blimey, 3 of them coming through there. Got a paladin back here to pick up some slack.
And there's going to be a lot of slack
on the other side as well.
No, just no.
Whoa.
No. It's 90s night tonight. That was too unlimited. Jesus.
So yeah, we could talk about Scottish independence. We could talk about 9/11. That wouldn't be controversial.
Well,
That isn't a random thing. We are actually recording this on the 13th anniversary of 9/11. In case you thought I was just being randomly appalling.
I don't think happy anniversary is appropriate here.
My appallingness is never random. It always has thematic resonance.
So what's
Dead Inside?
Oh God, folly that. What happened? Because I was on holiday while this
what happened on 9/11? I have been on holiday for the last 13 years.
No, the other 9/11. This next Gamergate thing.
Oh, Gamergate! Oh yeah, let's talk about Gamergate. Let's talk about overprivileged pseudo MRA twats. That'd be great. Yeah, which is interesting because the obviously I guess gaming media seems to have kind of split itself down the middle a little bit, and you've got the old guard of games journalism, kind of. I guess if you're a 4chan idiot, you could classify them as social justice warriors. Is the kind of cliche, I suppose. And then you've got a lot of people who are very outraged that gamers seem to have been done down by and all the rest of it. And a lot of YouTube types, which I suppose we are by default, seem to take a lot of umbrage at this. And you had kind of Total Biscuit weighing in with... not appalling, but also not terribly well thought out opinions, in my humble opinion. And yeah, it all kind of kicked off. But Chris, do you actually mean that you don't know anything about it at all?
I've only seen. I watched Total Biscuit's meandering 20-minute video, which really didn't say much.
I didn't watch anything about it. I read his statement, which was made some good points, but it made some good points for a world in which things that didn't happen did happen. Because the rough gist of it is that article is an extreme point. Blog post comes out. Ex-boyfriend of game developer claims that she slept around on him, including with a boss, including with someone who worked at the time for Rock Paper Shotgun for favourable review. And this is all a kind of precursor to a lot of people going, oh, corruption in the games media, which is something they love to talk about, as if such a thing were feasible or real in any sense whatsoever. Because conspiracies, guys. And basically... this all got fed into a kind of grinder until about not so long after this first started. Someone kind of pointed out, well, if your worry is conspiracy, then it may interest you to learn that this guy who you've said reviewed the game in question, Depression Quest, never in fact wrote a review of it, ever. And in fact wrote one news article about it months and months before the alleged affair, I suppose. Is that affair isn't really a word unless you're married, I guess. Before this thing happened, way before this thing happened, and it wasn't a review or anything like that. So it was all tosh from the get-go. But a lot of frustrated online individuals seem to use it as an excuse to talk about games journalism industry corruption. Which is not and has never been a thing, because don't be stupid. And also, to be honest, it seems in a lot of recent things that have come out that a lot of it was purely pretty much fueled by 4chan idiots, actual MRA types. So it's all been a bit of a fuckery, really. I guess if the bastard had any official recommendations, he would recommend that you read the editorial posted by the Rock Paper Shotgun staff some point this week, about maybe 2 or 3 days ago, which I think, from my perspective, sums up the whole thing nicely, and both the events of it and the kind of official response to it from a games journalism point of view. But yeah, I'd recommend that. And I'd also recommend, if you want to engage me on the topic of genuine games video industry conspiracy, you probably just fuck off and don't, because it's stupid.
It's a perfect storm for you, really, because you hate both right-wingy NRA, 4chan people, and social justice warriors. So you're basically just...
I don't hate social justice warriors at all. I think most people would probably consider me one of them. No, I don't hate it. I dislike when it moves. I dislike when worthy causes are co-opted for personal agendas, which I think happens a lot on places like Twitter and Tumblr, where the notion of crusading for equality, which is a wonderful thing, is co-opted on the basis of people's personal histories and personal agendas, which I don't think is the same thing, and it's something that very, very much reminds me of... it very much reminds me of talking to kind of people who classified themselves as Marxists, communists, socialists, whatever, at university, before they really had the emotional heft of maturity to know what it was they were talking about. That is not a condemnation of those political ideologies, merely of students. I guess young people. Yeah, just young people. So yeah, I don't know. But if I fall anywhere in that, I did actually. I made a Twitter post, a tweet, saying that I found the notion that people were using social justice warrior as a negative, insulting term. I found that in itself quite amusing, because it was basically saying, these words, justice and warrior, you are them and they are bad. Which, they're a justice warrior. That's cool.
Sounds like a really bad 90s cartoon.
Yeah, I just thought it was silly. And was, in fact, immediately engaged, because I'd been foolish enough to use the hashtag Gamergate, immediately engaged by a guy crusading for the rights of gamers everywhere, who are obviously one of our most taunted and horrifically repressed minorities. And yeah, I actually ended up storifying the whole thing, because I like it when it looks like I've made someone stupid look stupid. Yeah, wow. But it's a crazy time.
So you had a fun week, and while you were doing all this, I was sailing across the North Sea.
Yes, that you were.
So I think I win, really.
Yeah, you really do. It was an entirely worthless exchange, as far as I can tell. Like, I honestly think pretty much no good has come out of the entire thing whatsoever. The dialogue was flawed from the start, so yeah.
I am blown away by the fact I can go up these little train tunnels. It eases me no end. I think I discovered this before and was equally blown away by it, but I've since forgotten. This is the value of replaying games.
Yeah. Oh, your spike wall's placed at the bottom there near the edge. You're doing a good job. Yeah, people rate the stone staff loads. I just don't.
God, I'm dying tonight.
Well, technically, Chris, you're always dying.
As are we all. Yeah.
That's not true. Young people aren't dying. People below about 25. They're living. They're growing, Chris. In the full bloom of life.
Well, fuck 'em.
Yeah, that's my attitude as well. Yeah, I think we're going to make this, but Nightmare is going to be an issue.
Yeah, with this trap setup, I just can't see anything good happening.
Yeah, there's just not enough DPS. I think we may lose our
unbroken record.
Yeah, unbroken record of not losing the Nightmare scenarios. Not using the teleportation ring either. There's just no point. But yeah, I think we're good on this. Although it's just bloody slow because there's no damage being dealt out. But
should I be more proactive with, like, Brimstone is not heavy DPS.
It's pretty good DPS. I think you should probably whack some more
need
down.
More of them. While we're being off topic, I just finished reading the last of the most recent Game of Thrones book, and would just like to say to you all that you are all sweet summer children who have not yet experienced true grief.
He's right, you know.
And if there are any characters you like, you should make your peace with them because they will be killed.
Basically, and apparently, it has been stated by both the showrunners and George R. R. Martin himself that many characters apparently who do not die in the books, or at least not up till this point, will be dying sooner and/or at all in the TV series, which is something that has in fact already happened. I won't spoil it in case anyone hasn't seen the latest series, but one of the characters who dies in, I think, the last episode of season 4, yeah, we're on 4, is still alive and well in the books.
Okay.
So
this must be a first where the plots... Well, it must be a first for the fact that we have two narratives carrying on in sympathy between a book and a television series, and also where the narrative is split.
Well, I don't think it is, because Walking Dead.
Oh, okay.
But certainly I think it's probably the most book one. It's the first time any kind of filmed adaptation has differed from a book in any way, because that never happens.
Of course. I do remember the Street Fighter movie. That was just 45 minutes of non-stop visceral fighting action. Yeah,
and of course, who could forget Gimli being the comedy relief sidekick in Lord of the Rings books?
Yes, of course, Tolkien always
not
very...
bitter! I'm not bitter.
Tolkien always very keen to use the dwarves as comic relief and not the tragic anti-heroes of life created too soon and too greedy.
Yep, this is what you watch this channel for.
Yeah, well, it's not, but let's see if people like it more than the other videos.
Yeah.
So any integer greater than 1, I think.
Chris, would you like to talk about how great all my our other video series are? By our, I mean mine.
You mean the ones I don't appear in? I've been watching your Banished series. It's kind of like watching paint dry, but that's good.
In a good way, right?
Yeah, in a good way.
In a good way.
If you find a way to make Banished exciting, I think you probably have to be playing it while getting a blowjob.
How do you know I wasn't?
I think I can tell by the fact your vocal cadence never moved within about 3 semitones.
Maybe that's my thing.
Like the Stuart Lee having sex.
Yeah, well, very like Stuart Lee having sex. Sometimes I just do one thing for way too long, and it stops being good, and then it gets good again later on.
It stops again.
Yeah, there's probably more that could be done with this, but it's of limited use to any... there's 2 reasons I'll stop talking there. One is that it's of limited comedy value to anyone who hasn't seen Stuart Lee, and second is that I know for a fact that my mother watches these videos, so I probably won't talk about me having sex an awful lot, because it'll weird me out.
Thing is, I don't care.
I know you don't care.
I think I've already called your parents Nazis.
My mother is not your mother.
Yes, thank God.
I hope that's not a criticism of my mother, just me.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have made that clear.
Yeah,
sorry,
you
Mom.
should have.
You're a lovely lady. Your son, however, is an abomination.
An abomination unto God.
Dear.
I try hard.
I tried so hard.
It didn't really matter.
Yeah. Look at all these health potions. I'm going to go and put myself in extreme danger just to use some of them, because I feel guilty for them.
These flyers are starting to annoy me. This is, as well as being not a terribly effective trap, this isn't, it has to be said, a terribly entertaining one. So, which is probably why we're not even really talking about the game in any realistic sense.
Goes on, doesn't it? This must be like weird.
Goes on. If you're still watching this,
not even I'm still watching this. I'm alt-tabbed. I found some porn where someone goes into a toilet and makes a huge mess just to piss off the next toilet user. That's what I'm watching right now. I've got a macro to play this game for me. 10 place trap, 20 meters.
Definitely information I could have done without knowing.
There must be a thing for that. sabotage porn.
But is that porn or just kind of amusingness?
Well,
or are you
I'd
suggesting
say
that
because I'm aroused
people
when
get
I
off
watch it.
on people being really impolite about
Yeah.
toilet cleanliness?
Totally.
Not in a sexual way, just kind of
No,
yeah.
no, it's
Oh, leave that tissue on the floor. And there's like a split in the camp, and some of the people who have that fetish basically get really, really hot and bothered when people don't wash their hands, and the others really get annoyed by that and don't, you know. And anyway, in the end,
toilet hygiene warriors.
in the end, it just all ends up on Reddit, really.
Yeah, that's where everything goes. I'm not even on Reddit. I don't even use Twitter.
No, I use Twitter, but that's because I like the sound of my own voice even when it's not out loud.
Yeah.
And also because occasionally I think of incredibly amusing things and I don't have anyone around to tell them to. So instead I scream them into the void.
The internet, which of course is always listening to you.
In a sense.
In a sense that you're...
It's always there, like warm, friendly parental glow, like television in the 60s.
Oh, I forgot about this. Let's use it for the lols. Does it work on mobs?
I'm going to use my teleport ring.
Well, you've got a shield buff with which to use it, so...
Let's go over here. Let's teleport! Oh, that didn't work. What? So I go over here, and then I right-click. Hurrah! Wow, that's pretty pointless. I guess on really massive maps it could be useful, but this game doesn't really have massive maps. I think Orcs Must Die 1 tended to have larger maps, but... yeah, I've stopped even spending money now, to be honest. Not because of the effectiveness of these kill boxes, but just because anything I add won't kill anything quicker. A paladin has fallen!
Wow!
Oh my god!
So you can just buy 2 more and make them stand over the twisted corpses of their brothers.
Oh, like every other game I play. Yeah, yeah, the Banished game is fun. The Banished series I'm doing is pretty fun, I think.
I haven't caught up with... Oh, thank God for that. Jesus, what a boring level. Comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah. Right, let's try that on Nightmare. I think this will be this will be horrible. This will be truly horrible. Okay, here we go. Precipice. Let's do it.
Right.
Yeah, I think this will break our record. We just don't have any DPS. Right, that steam is useless. Don't even bother using it. No, I'll put web spinners there. Put the boom barrels along the top.
Hang on, if they're 1 level higher than that, they explode on contact. So we're happy with that as it is, or do you want to put 2
there now, and I'm going to put the kill box on this other one is going to be on the ramp. Okay. I think that's all I can afford for now. But I'll start laying down paladins.
Paladins, like paramilitary paladins.
That's exactly what they are.
Right.
Oh god, flyer control's going to be really difficult here. Because you have a blunderbuss. And my secondary attack here, I don't think... I'd have to be really close for it to reach them, and I can't do that, or I'll die.
Well, we've really got nothing that can attack them anyway.
Yeah, so I'll just stay on flyer duty. You watch out for their attacks as well, because I won't kill them by the time they get to you. I'm not going to actually wait for the kill box. Blimey. Yeah, this is... I'm not confident.
It kind of needs to be quote kill box close quotes, because it's not really killing.
Right, so flyers are down. On the first round, it took that long, so yeah. I don't like the stone staff, I really don't.
You said that already. It's controversial.
I'll say it twice. I don't give a shit. I'm out of control. Putting a paladin on this
Just
side.
does that slow down. Leave me alone. Stop judging the internet.
Did you just build the kill box on the other side?
Yeah,
Oh, Christopher.
but stop oppressing me.
These paladins are going to get absolutely leathered by these flyers.
You were the one who said you wanted flyer control, Judy.
I don't mind it. I just I'm shit at it.
Did you buy the regen thing for the paladins?
No, I bought the stun.
Great, because what we need now are dozens of stunned low-level orcs and a dead paladin, as opposed to a living.
Christopher,
paladin.
you know I disapprove of sarcasm. Oh god, there's flyers on the other side.
No, gnolls.
This could be the shortest ever.
Nightmare episode. The shortest ever episode after the longest ever episode.
Oh, we do have boulder shoots up here though.
And burly things. Wow, the
Bernie
paladin
thinks
seems
it's
to
no
be
good on me,
evolving.
yeah.
God, he is in no fit state to fight. Go home, have a cup of tea.
Oh god. This does not bode well. It does in fact bode ill. Ill-boding, I say.
In fact, I heard someone say that your boding was distinctly average.
I have never attained anything but top marks for my boding. In my university days, I was known as the Bode Master.
Chief, you were in the boding society for a while.
I was. I boded with the best of them. See, you're all laughing out there at our kind of wry play on words here, but boding is actually a horrific sexual act. I mean, it's really dark, you know? The kind of thing where someone shows you a video one time on, you know, PornTube, and you're like, Jesus, people do that to each other? Oh god, and then you can't really sleep that night, because you know it's out there. Yeah.
Someone's probably doing it right
Grim.
now.
It's good.
Boding.
Someone's boding right now. And even if it's consensual, you know, it's just, oh.
So, okay, so if
Very
you find someone
distasteful.
who you know is into boding, and you know there's going to be some boding that evening, and you're just on the couch just dealing with it, are you for boding?
Are you foreboding or anti-boding? Don't. What is that laugh? Jesus Christ!
The best part I'm going to make this month laugh. That's what that laugh is.
Jesus.
God, minecarts, you're worth 10 of us. The Order should just employ a shed load of minecarts and just be done with it.
Stone staff has proven quite useful with its paralyzomatic. Whoa! Oh, that's why you came over here. Oh, bombardin! Oh,
Unfortunately for him, reasons. Oh, Gnoll.
oh God!
Help, help,
I don't
help,
think I can.
help, help. Trouble at mill.
Oh fuck! Shit!
They are certainly almost there. Oh, the sweet taste of defeat. Thank you.
You know what, love? Don't surprise me. How you doing?
What? I could did that thing where he stood back up and managed to stun me.
Yeah, whatever. Only losers complain
this
about
time
that,
it happened
Chris.
to me, which means it's real. The previous time it happened to you, it wasn't real. How are we doing?
Jesus.
14 out of 20.
What? Where's the dude?
Oh, he's trapped on a mine thing, isn't he? Here he comes. Use your mini-map.
I still couldn't see him because I wasn't really paying attention. Flyers in the air.
Quadruple flyers, then?
Oh my god. So many flyers. Can you even hit them with your blunderbuss?
Yeah, it just takes about 400 shots to bring him down. Killed two at once there.
Okay,
Wow.
kill one load and more turn up. Oh Jesus! Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. It's pretty bad.
There are flyers over here. Do your
There are
job.
flyers over me. Crap.
Don't forget your boulder shoots.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're done for, my friend.
Yeah, looks okay. We lost one since.
Yeah, you're not on this side,
Yeah, that's why it's losing.
and I'm down.
Oh,
Yeah.
disastrous!
Disaster.
Congratulations on our first defeat.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that actually.
I
was
love losing.
being put off by our victories. Like we were being lulled into a false sense of security by someone. Like any minute the FBI were going to come in.
Take you for all your.
You thought you were motherfucking great OMD players. Look at you now. Yeah.
Well, they're probably tipped off by all the boating videos on your hard drive.
Yeah, probably.
So I don't even know what the rules are now. Do I just go and like masturbate and cry myself to sleep?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But you know, stay positive, Chris. Stay positive, and we will return next time for more Orcs Must Die random trap nonsense. Next time we might even talk about the game. If you're lucky. Unlucky. Lucky. Goodbye.
Bye bye.